Okay, here we go. So I'm now in a bad mood because someone just irritated me, and now I'm just really getting pumped up for this game. Okay, so we're playing the Arizona Cardinals this Sunday. Just right down to L. Arizona, you're taking a loss. I do not care if you're at home. I really don't. I do not care. I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that you have an indoor stadium. And you might be like, oh man, Saints can't play good outside the dome. That's nonsense, man. That's in the past. Last time we played a significant game outside the dome was against the Philadelphia Eagles in Philly in that freezing cold weather in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and Lincoln Financial Field, and we beat them. That's besides the point. I'll get to those clowns when we play them in a couple weeks. Okay, Carson Palmer. This guy is a journeyman quarterback. He played for the Cincinnati Bengals. He's never won a playoff game. He played for the Oakland Raiders. So Cincinnati Bengals, we know, man. We know that they have a history of not doing well in the playoffs and choking every single year, still keeping their coach. Just still don't have a quarterback. Sorry, Andy Dalton, you don't win the big games. You've seen that before. I know when you get to the Bengals, I don't think we're playing this year, but you get my point. Oakland Raiders. He used to play for the Oakland Raiders. Just a dysfunctional. I mean, that's where the careers. That's where your career goes and dies, and then it just dies when you go to Oakland. It's like a black hole for a reason. There you go. There's actually some symbolism for that. Okay, and I'm not even worried about this guy because he's a veteran. He's a little old. He hasn't even won any big games. You could say he's a game manager, but there's a reason why he's been on 3 different teams. Let's get up to the next point. Let's talk about your running backs you guys have. Andre Ellington. So, this guy averaged 3.3 yards a carry last year. I mean, dude, usually if you average that bad, you should be cut. And you had about 660 yards, so you had probably about 200 carries or something like that. Around there, 200 carries. I'm not a mathematician, so don't get into me about that. So I'm not really worried about this guy. He's no elite running back. I don't think he's a top 20 running back. He is nothing to be worried about, you guys. Absolutely not. I know college running backs are better than this bum. Larry Fitzgerald, man. You know, let's go back about 5 years ago. Let's go back about 5 years ago when we beat you bums in the 2010 playoffs, man. I'll get to that later, how badly we beat you guys. I know that's in the past. We didn't have the players that we have now. We have some of the players right back in the past, but that'll be addressed later. He was good back then. He was good when he played the Steelers in the Super Bowl before we played. So again, that was in the past. So he's not their best receiver. Floyd is, and we have corners that cover these two guys. And who's the wide receivers besides those two guys? I'm not even worried, man. We got Brandon Browner, Keenan Lewis. I'm praying that he's going to be okay, man. Come on, Keenan, you can do it, man. Who dat? Devin Brooks, and then we also have Swan. So we'll see. I want to see how good our secondary is. So our secondary is trash, and thank God that those two bums left our team. So it's so funny because we're playing one of these bums, Corey White. I think we're playing Corey White's team, the Dallas Cowboys, in a couple weeks. So if he's starting. Oh dear, Drew Brees is going to go at him all day. Corey White, and I think the other guy signed up the Falcons. Who was the other bum we had? Corey White, and oh god. Don't remember about those bums. Those guys that can't do anything right. So go enjoy those bums while you have them. Larry Foote, Michigan man, I got nothing but respect for you. You know, you played for my university, go blue. Let's beat the Oregon State Beavers this weekend. Harbaugh's our man. Harbaugh is the best coach in the college football. In a couple years he will be. Anyhow, that's besides the point. Patrick Peterson, Tyrann Mathieu, I respect y'all. You have some pretty good cornerbacks. You're pretty good. You used to play for LSU, so I know a lot of Saints fans have some love for you because they're LSU fans, so they want to see how their boys do. Louisiana State boys. Should be interesting. But now I gotta get to why your defense is just a little bit overrated. I understand. You guys kind of got exposed, homie. You see, last year in the playoffs, you had Cam Newton run all over you. Okay, he has 2 weapons. He has Kelvin Benjamin, who's injured this year, and he has Greg Olsen. Outside of that, you don't need to worry about anyone else. D'Angelo is gone. Steve Smith was gone a couple years ago. They got no deep threat, and their deep threat right now is going to be out for a season and be on the couch watching their Panthers play. So I know they had him last year, but still. And then they played the Seahawks and got destroyed. So you got torched by Cam Newton by him throwing and running the ball. You think I'm concerned? Drew Brees is like 10 times the quarterback Cam Newton will ever be. So that right there just shows you how am I supposed to worry if Cam Newton owned y'all. Again, you did have your third string quarterback, but he did against your defense, which is your strongest unit in my opinion. And if you think your offense is good, then why even watch football? Again, we're playing for something. You guys are not. You say you're playing for your division. You got no quarterback. You got no chance. Sorry. I know your division. You're going to play your Seahawks. And the 49ers are absolute garbage. So the Seahawks and Rams should be some interesting games that you guys play them. Anyhow, now time to move on to our team, man. Enough about the Arizona Cardinals. We're moving on to my New Orleans Saints and what we're going to do this game. I love my running backs, Mark Ingram, Marcus Murphy, and Kyrie Robinson. Kyrie Robinson can be really sneaky and he can be really explosive. Marcus Murphy can kick punt returns. I saw him do some stuff in preseason. And Mark Ingram's just been here for a while now, and he's really starting to get it together. The first couple years, you're like, is Mark Ingram going to be just that like Alabama player that we're not so sure about? Hasn't really produced, won a Heisman Trophy. But now this boy is proving why he won the damn Heisman Trophy and beat out Colt McCoy or whoever he beat out that year. He's proven why he won the national championship. He's proven why he deserves to play at this level. So I'm fired up for him. I expect him to have a big game. Save this for later about the game that we beat them a couple years ago, 5 years ago in 2010, onto our Super Bowl run. Okay, so Josh Hill is better than Jimmy Graham. Not better. He was more productive than Jimmy Graham last year. He wasn't hurt. He actually catches the balls. So that's good. And just anytime I saw him, I was impressed. He was the second. We also got Watson, who's dangerous. And Breeze can find these guys and make them look like studs. Okay? Cooks, top 10 wide receiver. Breakaway speed. Do you see what he did against... Go watch his highlights against the Patriots. And you'll see what I mean. And he was not going against bums. He was going against like McCourty. He was not, and probably Malcolm Butler. So he was going against no bums. He was going against a good secondary. Okay, so Patriots secondary is they lost to Revis and Browner, but they have some good corners. So Brandon Cooks still torched those fools. Colston is still reliable. Marquise Colston. I expect him to play well in this game. Let's see. He's a veteran, obviously. Improved O-line. I want to see how Max Unger plays under center. I want to see how our defense, our linebackers, our new linebackers we drafted, how productive they are. I like that Washington guy. I cannot pronounce his name. He's Hawaiian and stuff. I want to see our secondary plays. Brandon Browner, Keenan Lewis, Swan, Burrocks. I want to see, because I think we're improved from last year's last year's team. Rookies, we have playoff attention. Cardinals do not. Sorry. I hope you guys actually win your division because I hate the goddamn Seahawks. We know when you get to that. Cardinals. When's the last time we played in a significant game? I'm saving this and just ending it with this. Okay. So last time we played a significant game was that 2010 divisional playoff run. Now you guys before that game were probably talking all this nonsense. We're going to win this game. We just beat Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers in the wild card game like 45-41. It went to overtime, I believe. And you guys scored a lot. And you're like, you better watch out for the Cardinals. They just wrapped up Aaron Rodgers and outdueled Carson Palmer. Not Carson Palmer. Who was their quarterback? Who was their quarterback back then? Kurt Warner outplayed Carson Palmer. Not Carson Palmer. Aaron Rodgers, sorry. Sorry. I'm kind of confused right now. And then we stomped you guys 45-14. Again, we had Reggie Bush. He had a career game, 217 yards. That's what I expected him after seeing what he did at USC for those national championships. Again, Drew Brees, he was still there. Marquise Colston was there. Some of our defense was there. But, that was the last time we played. And both played in a significant game. I don't think it's going to be that big a margin. I say we win 28-10. I really don't take you guys that seriously on offense. I kind of lost respect for your defense when you lost to the Panthers. Sorry. Oh yeah, one more thing. I totally forgot. I gotta remember this, man. So Monday you have it's a doubleheader Monday Night Football, and the first game is the Eagles at the Atlanta Falcons. I call this the ringless game because both the teams have no rings and never will have rings. So I hope the Eagles just embarrass the Atlanta Falcons because they're our rival, and I just hope they embarrass them. And that's about it. So who dat? We got this win. We'll start at 1-0. Just go ahead and take the L, Arizona, and Atlanta. I know EDP and all those Eagles fans that talk a lot of trash. Or actually, you guys, Sports Live ATL, all you guys are ones that talk the trash. But you guys are it's almost like the two teams that talk the most trash can never back it up, which are the Eagles fans and the Falcons. They can talk all this trash. They do this all off season. They can never back it up come regular season, and then they're sitting on a couch in the playoffs. But so I hope the Eagles destroy you guys on Monday night. Who dat? Go Saints. And of course, I'll be rooting for the Eagles to beat you guys on Monday Night Football in your Georgia Dome. Okay, goodbye.